Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalie for those who don't know me, and this is the fourth time I am trying to record this video. This video is all about this guy right here. It's from the brand called Estate Cosmetics, and it is a collab palette with the one and only Bailey Sarian. I love watching her. She's super funny, super down to earth, and she's really popular for her murder mystery makeup Monday videos, which are what they sound like: true crime videos and makeup. Really fun to watch. I would definitely recommend her. Give her a shot if you've never heard of her. I love her. So as mentioned earlier, this is like the 7th millionth time I am doing this video. Not only because I hated every look I was making, but my voice was just sounding so bad. I literally sounded like this the whole time. If you don't know, Northern California right now is going through it. We are having a shit ton of fires, and it's no joke. Like, this is getting to the point where you wake up in the mornings and the sun is nowhere to be seen because of all the ash that's just accumulated from all these fires that are happening. And it's really sad because we just gone through so many fires not that long ago, last year. But let me get started with this video. So many trial and errors with this, and as I open it, you will be able to see what it looks like now. A dirty ass mirror and these very pretty colors right here. Do you see these pan sizes too? These are extremely big for a palette. I picked this out of my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus subscription, and thank God I was able to get it. These colors are very pretty. I did swatch them. Hopefully you can see them very well here. In this palette, you're getting 9 shades. There are a mix of mattes and shimmers. The shimmers are best used wet, and the mattes are, I think it's like it's those type of shades that they go on lighter, and then you just kind of layer them on to get a thicker pigment. That's what I kind of noticed as I was using them. I didn't see much fallout when I did apply them. The only color that really gave me a shit ton of fallout was the purple. I also wanted to mention the price on this, and this guy is retailed for $30. You can only get it on Ipsy and on Estate Cosmetics website. My eyelids are burning a little bit from all the makeup removing and makeup putting back on. So hopefully they're not red. They're a little, this one's a little red. I actually just went ahead and did the eye look that I'm going to do today on one side already, and I'm going to do the other side with you guys on camera. Let me show you how this look was done. First thing I did, because I did want to have a nice transition, was I used Bonfire, which is that pretty pink. I grabbed a little bit and just put it on the top of my crease up to my brow bone. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm also adding the pink color down here in like a V-like motion. And I'm not worried about what it looks like on the bottom. I just want to have that color down there because I am going, at the end of this look, I will be grabbing a wet wipe or anything wet to carve out a line that's going to make it go upwards. And also, same thing goes to the top part. That's going to get a transition, a lighter color under my my brows and on my brow bone to just transition this more nicely and make it look a little bit more pretty than what it looks now. So after that's done, I just added the transition pink color, and now I'm going to use Rose Tattoo to really bring out a bang color, and that one is going to go right at the corner of my eye and on my eyelid. So I'm going to use a more fluffier brush for that one. I'm going to use like an angled brush for that, and I'm going to put that right here and at the corner of my eyelid. I really want that color to come out. Now I'm going to go for a shorter end brush to really pack that color in. There we go. That's what we want. I'm lightly adding this color into the middle. Even though that is where the gold is going to go, I want it to have like a nice transition. So I'm adding it to that area still, so it can have more of a nice shimmer to it. Okay, once that's done, I'm grabbing the same brush I had used for Bonfire and going to blend out those colors. Okay, that looks nice. I'm just gonna do a little bit more blending on this side up here. Now that that's blended out, and you can see that this area of my eyelid really has that pop to it that I want in order for it to really have a more warm, summery look. Now what I'm going to be doing is adding the gold to this area right here. But first, what I want to do is I really want that gold to pop out, and how I already added some of the rose tattoo onto where some of the gold is gonna go. I'm gonna cheat and use a white, like a kind of off-white eyeshadow right on top of here, just so I can have that transition of gold and that orange really be really nicely. I want to add an off-white color to the lid. It's not inside of the palette, but I did get it when I got the palette, and it's also from Ipsy. It is actually this little guy right here. It is from the brand called R.S.Beautee. I also mentioned this in the Ipsy review in that last video that I just posted. The smell to it. Let me go ahead and put this very pretty color on my lids. So I'm just going to add this color, which is an off-white, onto the lid. There's an extra little step. You don't have to do it if you feel really comfortable with transitioning shimmer with mattes all on your own, but it makes it easier for me to kind of know where exactly I'm adding the color. Another thing that I do with shimmers that all these other professionals don't talk about, these have been said to use wet, but what I like to do on my first time using them is I actually like dipping my brush while it's dry and adding like a light layer onto the area that I'm gonna be doing like the whole shebang. This is just for me. I probably will skip this step once I get more comfortable with everything, but this is just for me, having like a little outline of where the shimmer is gonna go. When you add it and your brush is wet, it's like, and you fuck up, it's like point of no return. You fucked up and it's gonna be hard to fix. I've learned that the hard way. So this is a really good way of doing a stencil and also a transition to lighter glitter to your matte. When it's wet, it's harder to actually move it. I feel like when the shimmers are wet, it's more so to placing it, not that great to blend it. And sometimes I do like doing it too. So this is what the first one kind of looks like. I go in again in Soul. Alright, awesome. Hell yeah. Alright, fuck yeah. So, and that is how you do a nice even transition. Yeah. You see the difference? Dry, wet. Dry, wet. You can definitely wear this shadow dry if you want a more subtle glow. But I today don't want that. I want to glow. I want to look like I'm part of the sunset in Venice. Now let's wet it. And I am to wet my brush, I'm using the Photo Focus Cucumber Smell of Wet n Wild. It really does smell like cucumber. I am now adding this wetness. See, look, moves a little bit. Wow, you see that? Oh, girl. That is something else. You that reflectiveness. Wow. Oh yeah. Now what I'm gonna do, because I've added that awesome glow, I'm gonna go back into Rose Tattoo, add a little bit more onto that area, just patting it on. And I'm gonna also do a quick blend up here. Okay, great. Now, like I mentioned before, you see all that craziness and not that craziness over here? I'm going to wipe this off and make a nice sharp little clean area. Oh, and by the way, the gold did have a little fallout. I'm going to wipe that off too. Now that I have cleaned that area up, I'm going to clean up this part, because as you can see, this one is lower than this one. I remember before I got into eyeshadow, I used to think, why would somebody buy a white eyeshadow, an off-white eyeshadow? Like, what is that gonna show? It's not gonna show. And I never realized it's for all the hiding and the tricks you do. Duh. Alright, I am going to put on some eyeliner and I don't know, and probably add a little bit on the bottom, and I will be back. Alright, I'm back, and this is the finished look after many trials and errors. This is what I came up for you guys. I just wanted to put on some lashes and do some touch-ups here and there. Overall, I want to say that this is a good buy. It is sold on Estate Cosmetics, and they were sold out, but from what I believe, they are now back in stock, so get yourself one. It's only $30. It's 9 different colors, and the pans are huge, so that's also a really nice thing about it. Mine's pretty beat up already, but it's only because I've been loving it and giving it a lot of attention. And the swatches are still on me. They've passed the hour test. Just kidding, I'm not testing swatches, but I've just been running around with them on me from my room to my bathroom to the hallway, doing my makeup, taking it off, redoing it, and this is the look. Definitely worth it. I give it my approval. This was a great palette. You're also getting a vegan and cruelty-free palette. You know, or maybe you don't, but if you didn't, purples and warm red tone colors are harder to make when they are vegan. I'm really happy that someone like Bailey was able to get a shot of doing a collaboration with a brand. I know they had mentioned that this was in the works back in early 2019, and it's being dropped now in summer of 2020, and she mentions how this palette came out way before she was at where she is now. She didn't think she would be where she is now, especially with her murder mystery makeup videos, and it's great to see people like her getting the spotlight and getting some kind of recognition for what she's doing. So that's really awesome. I hope you guys liked this video. If you didn't, oh well. But if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's anything you would like me to review, please let me know down in the comments down below. And until then, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.